On today's episode of New Jersey Outdoor Adventures, we're going to take a look at the E-Phoria by Nomad RVs.
What's going on, Patrick? Welcome back. As your intro suggested, this is a prototype. So the E-Phoria, we didn't get too fancy with the name. So we're still working things through, but we wanted to show you this kind of a special edition. It's a one-off right now for a customer, so it is pretty sweet. This is a collab with U-Joint, so there is a video of this whole build prior to us doing everything. So it shows the subframe suspension, all that stuff. We'll put that in the description below. But you can see 35-inch tires from them, their bumper, this customer. You know, we built the inside and the box and all that stuff, and everything else was kind of piecemealed from him, so wasn't really a build direct from us. So there's a lot more going on here than I even know with the winch and all the Baja lights and all the switches. I know there is airbags in the back, rear locker. You know, they do that whole 4x4 swap. Again, a better description will be going to that video and seeing, but I just been driving it around just the parking lot a little bit, and it's just awesome. It drives amazing. I know, Patrick, you have that B190 everyone seems to love with the same conversion on it, you know, pretty much. So actually you have 33s or 35s on yours? 35. 35s, okay, so same conversion, but everything else from us is pretty much the same. So this was the E-Phoria size box, though it is 6 inches bigger, and that's because the way the front cab will say is a little squished, so we wanted to push things back to get the seats to fit in. But you're still gonna have the gray tank on a heater pad there that we probably need to bed line. You know, you're still gonna have shore power, the 50-gallon gravity fill. This is something we had to add because it's you know, the way the E-Phoria has, or the E-Phoria, that's the E-Series has the fuel tank there, so we added a whole piece that goes through the bench and down to the tank. Is pretty sweet. Yeah, you'll see these fender wells. Justin did a great job on these, though we just switched the connection a little bit from that video because he had it connected to the frame. We connected it to the body, you know, the subframe, just so it would move with the body itself. But our normal turn doors here, so our normal pass-through. You're probably hearing a little bit of heat because there is a Sterling DC to DC on this, so there's no 48-volt alternator. So we did a 48-volt system, and then a Sterling that's going to take that 12-volt and convert it to 48 to charge those batteries. So that's our DC to DC on this unit itself. But all this is the same. So you're still going to have 32 inches, 36, the full width. The box is the same size as it, as our E-Phoria on the 144. You know, outdoor showers, and then all the venting and things of that nature throughout here. Rear bumper was done by Justin as well. And this prototype is actually just the standard bumper that would be on an E-Series. That's why it doesn't quite fit the width of the newer build, but it kind of gives you how much we really don't go that much wider than vans, but the interior is just so much bigger when everything's nice and square, so it's a big help there. You're gonna have the Rixton's system in this now. You know, so we put that in there with their gas burner, obviously, because this is a gas unit. So, you know, pretty slick little setup there. You know, other side of the actual storage there. And again, you got an outlet here, some passive venting, lights and all that, you know, everything. L-track throughout. So just a blank slate. This customer was going to use this, I believe, for mountain biking and stuff like that. So you can fit 4 bikes in here easily. Obviously take the tires off, put the bars in. But I believe it's for sale. So a little bit different setup here because the subframe, so you know, we didn't get too involved in that, but the customer Lemker kind of made this a little bit lower. It's hard to tell. There is a small departure angle on it, but still hiding that frame and giving that uniform look. It's still 35s, plenty of departure for off-roading. You know, I don't know if this customer will take it there. It's actually potentially for sale. Probably do a short that'll come out before this video. But up top there, it's all standard. So it's our 10-foot awning, 1200 watts of solar, a 48-volt air conditioner, the Starlink, entry gland, and fan. So we're gonna jump inside. You'll see this step is, again, the same, the torque lift steps that we always use. It does have an additional step because this body is just a lot taller, you know, from the actual ground, so it just has that 5th step there. Otherwise, exactly the same as we always use. Same turn door. So yeah, we're just showing you guys this. It's what's a prototype, just bumped into the camera. But the reason we did this prototype is to start messing with Fords, because we are doing an F series. So it'll be an F350, we'll do a crew cab long bed. Obviously mine is a long bed, we'll build our box on it. So that's in development right now, still in the drawing stages. But we're finishing math, finishing layouts, and it's just already coming together pretty sweet. But let's jump inside. All right, so we took our shoes off, we popped inside. So there's a few things different. The overhead is a lot different, so it's a lot lower. That's just due to the way the E-Series is built. So this customer kind of kept the same overhang. So in order to make this storage, we just built this whole bamboo enclosure, a bamboo floor. I'll just back up so the camera can see. And you'll be able to tell that as these bump outs on each side is what we did to push everything backwards to get the seats back, so it's a lot more comfortable up front now. Otherwise it would have been really squished, not so great. But you'll see Justin switches right above the stereo there, for everything. And we got to clean this rig before we get it to the customer. We just want to make a video of it real fast. So we'll start, let's say, driver's side and whip around. So we'll circle back to that shower, but again, being that it was, I know we keep saying off the E-Phoria, if this is the first time you've seen it, go see one of our E-Phoria videos, you'll see the same exact sink and setup here. The only thing different on these is you'll see a toe kick, basically. So because the way the wheel and the travel is needed, our wheel well is a little bit different. So we had to carry that across, and then by default it kind of stopped halfway through. So instead of making mismatched cabinets, we just brought a toe kick and brought everything. Actually, we shrunk these a little bit compared to our standard just to get it to the right size. But anyway, underneath there will be a toilet that will strap in to the back there. You're going to have their normal 18 by 18 sink. You're going to have our soap dispenser, the ratcheting paper towel holder. So water pump switch, outlets, 12 volt, all standard. A couple of windows throughout. Convection oven, so it's air fry, convection, microwave, which is pretty sweet. Everyone seems to love them. Then you have 9 feet of cabinets up there. And because I said we grew 6 inches and we only took 3 to the back, there's a shelf at the end of that whole run there. But every 2 cabinets is a setup. So that's a whole cabinet, and cabinet. So again, 3 36s, 9 feet. And then the camera won't be able to see, but there's a shelf back there too. And that just kind of eats up all the rest of the space, so nothing's wasted. So all aluminum, powder coated cabinets. Everything's lined down there, sound netting in between. So you see it sounds just crazy solid. Everyone thinks they're gonna be tinging when they're aluminum, but they are not. Then you have a bunch of drawers here. That's all the goodies everything comes with and all the different things, but again, those are carpet lined as well. Solid surface countertops. And then we kind of mentioned how things shifted across the top, but what also happened here was 36-inch benches instead of 30, so those are pretty cool. So while it's not quite big enough for 2 people, it's just nice to have 6 inches extra for you on this model, just to kind of fit everybody easily. If you could squeeze not 2 of me, but 2 smaller people. You're going to have just a lagoon style table come out. That way people can get in and out. You can kind of spin it to get on that side a little easy and then push it out of the way. If you want the lounge. On this side, you will have full storage. So through there, that little box notched is because of that fill for that fuel tank we kind of mentioned. This would make to another table, or sorry, another bed if somebody wanted. So 36 by I think 73 or so. So a little over 6 foot, so you can sleep in. If you even bigger than that, you can go on an angle, so that's pretty sweet. Behind me, in theory, should have 0. Nope, we got a little storage down there because it's a little bit bigger, so a little extra storage doesn't hurt anybody. You're gonna have your fuses, your breakers, and everything like that underneath here, so it's super accessible. Another set of drawers with countertops, so 3 more drawers there. Man, it's muggy. Moving to the back, residential queen. So everyone always asks the size. It's residential queen, meaning it's a full 60, the full 80, even though there's 82 3/4 between the walls. So sheets are super easy. Underneath you have the Froley system and all that fun stuff. You can still hear that Sterling that was running. That's that DC to DC. We'll just take a quick peek there, even though things aren't fully finished under here. Rixon's, again, concept. We've now switched it for the future. Wires still need to be tightened up and all that fun stuff, but 50 gallons of fresh, 2 lithionics are down there, and then everything else is Victron. So it's 16.9 kilowatt hours, a battery bank, your Starlink router, and all your main Victron components. But that guy's screaming, so we'll keep this closed to keep the video so you guys don't hear that the whole time. You're gonna have night lights on the bed there. So we position the one in the back a little bit further out than normal. That's just if someone wanted to, say, cozy up in that corner and read a book. It's just not, you know, top of their head. You're gonna have, you know, everything has blackout, bug screen, and then if you press the little gray guys there and spin it all, they're all just awning out. You know, each one of those notches kind of a spot where it stops. And if you kept going all the way, but they're dual pane acrylic, so they're lightweight, but the dual pane, you know, helps with that heat and cold and all that. Back one, as always, does not open for safety reasons with carbon monoxide, all that fun stuff. So you're gonna have an induction cooktop kind of floating probably somewhere in here. So whether you put it here and plug it in, this side plug it in, or we showed you that outlet in the garage, table outside, cook out there. We just like doing options. 42-inch cabinet above, so you have a ton of roof locker storage, plenty of drawers, plenty of big storage, and then that garage space in the back. So if you kick it around over here, you're going to see the Nomad logo there. So that's the main Victron screen. It's how you're turning on that inverter charger, the AC mode. And then if you kind of scroll, this is the heart monitor. So we're discharging a little bit. We're under the shade and trees, so that's not going to get any solar. But you can kind of see everything that's happening. This is the main screen where you see your fresh waste and all that fun stuff. Rixton's screen there. So, I mean, not to go through it, but if you turn on the furnace, then you turn on the fan or the hot water, depending what you want, or both for that matter. But main switches with dimmers, shower, dimmers, Starlink, awning with lights and all that fun stuff, and then just more outlets, more DC. Customer did a cedar roof on this, so you'll see a ton of the hickory roofs, especially at our dealers now. We might make this an option, and we kind of moved away from it just for speed. But if we do, it just takes a lot more time, so if someone's willing to pay, we're willing to do. Everything on this here is fridge stack. So this is what I call the linen closet, because if that shower door is open, you can reach in, grab towels, all that, put command hooks, hang them to dry. Big old drawer down here. Goes all the way when it doesn't hit my foot. And then you have your fridge freezer, so Novacool fridge, separate freezer below, which is pretty awesome. We'll just hit you with the specs. Again, it's pretty much just like our normal stuff. So 1200 watts of solar is up there, 48 volt air conditioner, fan above me, 16.9 kilowatt hours, the battery bank. You're gonna have all Victron components besides lithionics batteries. And then he has 50 gallons of fresh. So again, just a quick show you what the prototype kind of was. We probably will develop one, but it's not gonna be for a while because we're going to that F series. So just for the truck, we're gonna do that F350 first. I don't know if we'll go bigger. If someone wants one, the 550, we'll probably play in that game. But for now, just something different than sprinters. We want to show you what we can do on an E-Series and what we can learn from it. And again, we're doing that F-Series first. So Patrick, I appreciate you having me, all that fun stuff. We did forget about the shower. It's behind me. So ready? There he is, Patrick, cameraman. And then you have a teak mat in there. Patrick actually changed to that there with his on-off. Set your happy temperature, and then Nautilus door.
That's a great faucet. I was bumping my faucet and burning my legs or getting ice cold, and once you set your temperature there, you set the speed, the flow, and that's it.
Yeah, just on off. So it's pretty sweet. We love it. But and this is our normal size shower, so 28 by 34. So to make it easy for you, we'll wrap it up. NomadRVs.com, Nomad _ RVs on Instagram is a great one to see us on. We have our own YouTube channel, which shows you a lot of shorts behind the scenes. We're not afraid to show anything, but still working on our terrible website to get the dealers listed there. But again, Patrick, I really appreciate you having me to show you one of the prototypes.
Thanks for coming over. Man, it got really muggy out. It was like raining and chilly before. Yeah. As soon as we start filming here,
I'm probably glistening on the camera.
80 degrees and muggy. One thing I want to say, this is a U-joint off-road four-wheel drive upgrade on a Ford E450?
This was a 350. But you could do it on a 450, same thing.
So this had single rear wheel, or you did the...
it was a dual.
Okay.
It was a dual.
So you have the super singles in the back.
Yep, and he did the 60 front, 456 gears. Did he do, I think, E-locker back, air locker front, or vice versa, something like that. It's just all the U-joint stuff. Again, that video's out there, but it's a badass rig from them, for sure.
I'll try to find that video and link to it so the viewers can click over to, if they're curious to see how this was built. It's nice that you were able to do the collaboration and the prototype of this It just shows you all the different possibilities of your E-Phoria
Oh yeah.
product. Now it's an
E-Phoria. We didn't get too clever with the name.
E series or Econoline series.
It won't be a F-Phoria. We'll come up with a different name for the the F series.
Well, this thing's a monster. When you start it up, it sounds like a race car because this has the Godzilla 7.3 liter V8.
It is a monster.
This thing is a monster.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, I'd love to have it as a diesel. That's why the F series is going to be great.
Yeah, we're going to offer him probably diesel only, but some people want gas and they can order it for the, we're not going to stock gas chassis just because so many dealers want that diesel Lariat trim, but I'm pretty sure you can just switch that out to a Godzilla. So if someone wants to order through the dealer with that, again, drawing stages, and then we'll prototype it and get it built.
I'll put those links in the description. Always a pleasure, Steve, to have you on the show. I'll see you next time.
Appreciate it.